Hey, welcome to Absolute Audio. If you're new here, I'm Luke. I'm new here, it's a new channel, so there's going to be a lot more content filling up this YouTube channel, so make sure to hit subscribe, like, leave me a comment if you have a suggestion for a video, there's something you want to see, you want to ask me some questions. If you like what you're finding, you can support the channel via Patreon. There's links in the description. I'm also going to leave some links in the description for a video game that I helped do the soundtrack for recently called Project Warlock. It was released on GOG.com and Steam about 2 or 3 years ago. I want to say October of 2018. It was exclusive on GOG and then Steam, and then it got ported to console shortly thereafter. First to Nintendo Switch, and then to the PlayStation 4, which is what I have right here. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I still have my Wii, but I don't have a Switch, so I missed out on the Switch version from Super Rare. Super Rare put that out. I don't remember how many copies they made. I want to say 2,000, but I should know since I was involved in the development, but I don't. This package from Limited Run had, I want to say, 1,200 copies. It sold out really fast, and somehow I got to purchase 2 copies. Even though I was involved with the development of the game, I spent my hard-earned money on it. So I made this video for the fans, the people who have supported the game, maybe wanted to get a copy of their own, didn't get a chance to, and I wanted to do an unboxing, say thank you, let everybody check it out. I'm really appreciative of everybody who supported the game. I can say that on behalf of everybody at Buckshot Software. Really definitely appreciate our fans. So I grew up playing first-person shooters when they were brand new. You know, I was 10, 11 years old. I'm 40 now, so you can do the math. And it's a dream come true to be working with the team. So without further ado, I'm going to turn on a few lights and open the box and see what we have. Okay, so this is it. This is the package I got finally. I moved while this was being shipped to me, and the post office had to forward it. So I got it a little late, but nonetheless, I got it. Jacob said he's still waiting on his, so I don't feel so bad. So here it is. A little story here about the game. Really, excuse me, I'm really grateful to Jacob, David, and especially Jerry. I went to high school with Jerry, and we actually took guitar lessons from the same guy, and had some classes together and hung out after school occasionally. But we didn't really get a chance to make a lot of music together until this project came along, and he invited me to be a part of it towards the end for the last episode, for the Hell episode in the original Project Warlock. So it was a good opportunity for me to work in a new genre, and one that I absolutely love, and I'm definitely making more of a point to do so. So here it is. Looks like I got some deflated packing material. Here's some kind of magazine. I'm going to set that aside. Here are the cases. There's the soundtrack. Cool. Nice shrink wrap, nice cover art by Jerry Lear and Luke Wilson right there. I'm Luke. Jerry's responsible for probably, I'd say, 80% of the music you hear on the game, give or take. I haven't done the math, but let's walk into hell, you and I. Look at that art. I think that's exclusive art. Sorry, there's some glare right there. Well, that looks like shit. Let me back off. The camera's out of focus now. Sorry, that totally looks like shit. There we go. That's a little better. Like I said, this is a new channel. You'll have to bear with me. Give me a bunch of shit in the comments. It's totally fine. I can take it. Let's walk into hell, you and I. That's a perfect quote. So I really like that artwork. If you've seen if you've seen the artwork for some old role-playing games like Warhammer 40,000 or the really old Dungeons and Dragons stuff, I really like the black and white artwork. It's just fantastic. Very gothic and grimdark, I guess you'd say. So, cool playing card. Number 279. I don't know if these are, like I got number 279 out of 600 or whatever. They're just kind of thrown in there. It's got a hologram, a little watermark or whatever on it, and it says Project Warlock right at the bottom. I've never ordered anything from Limited Run, so, or Super Rare for that matter. I love video games, but to be honest, I'm really not that good at them. I enjoy making things more than I do actually playing them. Like, musically, I don't perform live anymore. I just work in the studio. I like to create rather than play or perform. So, here's number 280. That's the cover art that's a little bit more recognizable. I'll try and get it in the camera without getting it out of focus. That's pretty cool. I like the hologram. I can see where this is a lot of fun. I used to collect ball cards when I was a kid, basketball. I collected mostly basketball and baseball. Excuse me. Right now I've got a collection of artwork, carded artwork from Keith Parkinson, Larry Elmore, Plug, Frazetta, gosh, who else do I have? I know I just got the Plug set, but it's really fun to collect stuff like that and put them in a binder and flip through them, look at all the different artwork. So I appreciate the collectability of this. I'm going to have to open one of these up. Here it is, PS4, Project Warlock, Buckshot Software and Crunching Koalas. Limited Run, number 294. I'll read the back. Excuse me. Become the mysterious warlock and embark onto a dangerous mission to eradicate all evil. Travel through time and space to wreak havoc like in the golden days of fast-paced, adrenaline-pumping, first-person shooters, hooking you for hours of super fun carnage. Let's rock and roll. Explore 60 vast levels in 5 settings, from a frozen Antarctic base to the sands of Egypt. Reveal secret ammo and gold caches, and use lifts and hidden buttons to access new areas. Finally, descend to hell itself to face the ultimate challenge and emerge victorious. Combat enemies ranging from flying demons to 5-story robots, splashing walls and floors with their blood and chunks. Figure out the best strategies and weapons against each of the nasty villains. Learn their tactics and stay one step ahead to survive through the levels. Face mega bosses in vast final arenas to complete each world. Well, if that doesn't make you want to play this game, then nothing will. Right there. Mature. 17 and older. Violence, blood, and gore. There should be some sex and drug use on here too, but not that I'm a proponent for those types of things, but if you're going to go all out, right? Here we go. So that's it. I'm going to open one of these guys up. I got 2 copies. You know, one for playing and one for just what if. So what should I open first, the game or the soundtrack? I'm going to do the game first. Actually, what's this? I'm going to do the game first. I've got my PlayStation 4 here. I've got to get it hooked up. I just moved. Club O Fun, Limited Run Games bi-monthly newsletter. Oh, it's a fold-out map and everything. Here's the shipping team manager, super times, some articles. Here's some other games. Wow. Really cool. I don't recognize any of these. Well, there's Castlevania. Blazing chrome, that looks like fun. A lot to take in here. There's a game on a VHS tape. Man, I tried watching a VHS tape, I don't know, a year or so ago. About went insane. I don't know how anybody survived in the 80s. I was watching an old wrestling video or something someone had on a VHS tape, and they put it on YouTube, and it was the most horrible thing. I couldn't tell who won the match when it was all over. So this is where you guys get to make fun of me for using a steak knife to open my super rare video game. Or my, sorry, limited run video game. I could have just made a video of me wandering around looking for my box knife, but I thought this one would be more popular, so damn it hell. Every time I find my box knife, I lose it again immediately. This is painful. I might have to cut the video. Alright, there we go. Fix that. If you think that was painful to watch, you should watch me play this game. I am better at it using the dual axis controller on PlayStation, but man, there it is. Oh, it smells new. I can smell it. Here, take a whiff. Smell that? There she is. Let's check out the booklet inside. We just finished our Kickstarter today. Or not yet today, but I think it ended yesterday, maybe the day before. I'm not sure. But we reached just over $30,000. So again, thank you to all the Kickstarter backers and everyone who has turned out to support the game. I'll put a link to our Discord in the description so you can join and hang out and tell them you saw this crummy video of a really cool game. Can't have both. You know, you gotta have either a cool game and a crummy video, or a crummy video and a cool game. Who is the Warlock, and where did he come from? No one knows. What's known is his undying devotion to his mission. Annihilation of the world's evil, using his trusty arsenal of fearsome weapons and spells. On his epic quest, he travels the dimensions and times unknown to kick some ass and bring destruction to his enemies. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock. Here's the button mapping. Medieval. It is in this dimension from a time long ago that I embark on my work. These murky dungeons are where I deliver my sermon of destruction. Time to cleanse this land of the corruption sowed by unknown evils. Whatever the nemesis, they too shall meet the business end of my weaponry. And then there's all the little images of the enemies and some artwork. I haven't seen this artwork, so this is my first time seeing any of this. I just wanted to share it with everybody. So this is as new to me as it is everybody else. It's really a dream come true to be a part of this. Excuse me, I've got a respiratory infection. This artwork I haven't seen. It's fucking phenomenal. I absolutely love it. What is this monster right here? I mean, who is that? It looks terrifying. This castle in the background, and then maybe he's down here. No, oh, there he is. Those are those things that always kill me in the sewers, I think. In the very beginning, like the first 2 or 3 levels in the sewers or wherever. You don't want to watch me play the game. So the sorcerer, succubus, the knights, fucking awesome. Here he is. Looks like he's getting ready to cast a spell. He's yelling about something. Looks pretty pissed. Antarctic. Whatever horror has befallen this wasteland has occupied its icy valleys since time immemorial. Man was never supposed to disturb its slumber. The tortured souls of mutated research station workers require cleansing with fire. A quick death is the best gift I can bestow upon them. See, this is awesome. It tells just enough story to let you know how cool it is. Again, exclusive art. Looks like he's got a couple submachine guns, shells flying, some sort of monster in chains over here. Really cool stuff. And again, the enemies down here. There's a great old one. Mutants, monsters, and madmen. No other beings will be met here. None shall be left after the Warlock's departure. So I definitely feel some Lovecraftian influence here. The great old one, obviously. It's been 25 years maybe since I've heavily read Lovecraft. I really need to revisit it. I have his complete work, but I think I remember the Call of Cthulhu being taking place in Antarctica. Again, let me know if I'm wrong. I probably am. I am only human. But definitely some cool references throughout this game that, without being overbearing, a lot of times people will throw the name Cthulhu around, or Lovecraftian this or Lovecraftian that, and just use it as a selling point to push whatever thing they're doing. Well, I like to see it being as a subtle reference, and if you're an actual fan of Lovecraft, you'll see a great old one and an Antarctic reference and put two and two together for yourself. Egypt, dunes of dust as far as my tired human eyes can see, and the terrible greatness of the pyramids, towering above everything and everyone in this harsh domain of sand and heat. Into these labyrinthian corridors I shall delve, to find and destroy the source of the malicious forces at play. This one had some really cool graphics. A lot of the scenery and the landscape of Egypt was just phenomenal. You have the Sphinx, Anubis, looks like Anubis down here. Super muscular Anubis, some sort of, I think those are called dryads in D&D, where it's like a scorpion, half human, half scorpion. Constructs of things that should long be dead. I shall expect no mercy from them. They can expect the same from me. It's like story time, but scary. The industrial levels, again, just really awesome artwork. This is a new image I haven't seen before. In days past, humans called this place home, where before the sounds of people filled the street. Now only gunfire and machine noises can be heard. Is there life in these entities of steel and oil, or is it just cold calculation? It matters not. They shall meet the same end as other enemies of mankind I've defeated. Their technologically advanced arsenal produces a hailstorm of bullets in the blink of an eye. I will match it with my own. Yeah, so, all genres I feel like have been represented in this game. All different types of enemies. You've got cyborgs and technologically advanced enemies, ancient Egypt, Antarctic monstrosities from, the depths out of space, or the color out of space, or whatever. And you have medieval sorcerers and knights and executioners and succubi, and what more do you want? Oh, Project Warlock 2. Glad you asked. Stay tuned. And here is hell. This is where it all ends. The source of the corruption spawning so many lands and dimensions. Whatever lurks here will be finally dealt with, once and for all. My mission has led me here through so many horrors, so many unspeakable evils. I have come so far. I shall not falter now. Hellborn spawns of evil incarnate, unions of flesh and metal, monstrosities beyond comprehension. Nothing I can't handle. No big deal. And there's the Lord of Hell and some of his minions. Definitely some of the most cool things that I've experienced in gaming. Let's rock and roll. That saying comes up a lot. One man and his guns against an unending horde of bloodthirsty monsters, hell-bent on total destruction of the world. Lock and load, baby. In-game artwork by David, artworks by Damien. I think they both did a fantastic job. yeah, big shout out to these guys. David's doing an amazing job with Project Warlock 2. All the enemies, instead of having one side, they have 8 sides now. And since I'm not a game developer, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that. You can check out the excuse me, check out the Twitch channel, where there's been interviews with Jacob and David, really going into the development of the game, showing you all the behind the scenes stuff, and Unity, and how they code the game and design levels and everything else. So here in the near future, I'm going to be doing one as well, with Jerry and Jacob, talking about the music and how we work in the studio and prepare the music for the game. So again, these cards are really cool. I bought 2 of them, so I got 2 of them. I'm really fortunate that they didn't get destroyed in the shipping. They were just kind of tucked in between the game cases like that. So I guess that's how it gets done. So I'm going to open this guy up so we can rock and roll again. Go ahead and make fun of me for using a steak knife. It's almost midnight, and I've been up since about 4 in the morning, and I just didn't want to go looking for my box knife. I just don't have the strength today. This is getting all of my energy right here. So this is a double disc CD set. Again, Jerry Lear did 80% of the music. I don't know exactly the percentage. Somebody out there can do the math. I'm really happy to see this released. So the soundtrack has a history of, I think it goes something like this. The game was released on GOG and Steam. The soundtrack was free. If you bought the game, you got the 60-song soundtrack as a free download. When it came out on Nintendo and now PlayStation, we have it available on Jerry's Bandcamp page for purchase. And it's got, I think it's got like 20 or 30 or 40 extra tracks or something, bunch of outtakes and songs we didn't use. But the final soundtrack, I want to say, is probably 80% Jerry. He does a great job. We worked together on a handful of songs. Man, look at this. Yep. Sorry, I couldn't see the cover art without craning my head around in the way. There we go. Oh, see, this is one of the images. It's hard to tell. This looks like a similar image to what was in the booklet, but you see, that looks like a succubus down there, and then another one of the little flying bat demon things up here and down here. So he's surrounded in this photo. That's pretty cool. Here's the track list. It's got some background art there. I love the layout of it. I enjoy laying out album covers and doing some graphic design here and there. And I love the black, red, and white. I'm totally colorblind. I can't really tell. So that might be like an orange or even a green. Hell, I can't tell, especially in this lighting. But here's all the songs, I believe, as they appear in the game. So you have the main theme song. We came up with the extremely creative title, Jerry and Luke's Final Theme. First Steps, Uranium, All That Glitters is Gold, The Hub, Entering Level, Waking the Dead, Intermission, Zeus, and then into the actual episodes, Medieval, down to Antarctic, and already we're at 26 songs. So these are as they appear. Let me see if I can get this thing out without ruining it. Here's the second disc. Yep, I think we saw that art. Yeah, we saw that artwork in the booklet for the game. I love that it's a double disc. It's the only way to do it. Oh, it's a quadruple disc. See, it shows you what I know. Again, I paid my own money for this. I didn't know anything about it until I opened this box. So you're getting the same, you're getting an authentic reaction out of me here. I didn't ask either. They probably would have told me, but, you know, who wants to sit around and ask a bunch of questions all day? So I want to have a surprise, you know. That's kind of the side note to that. So here's another disc, another cool piece of artwork. And then this one, I don't know if I've seen this either. And then the tray inserts have the full color. Some of the more commonly used artwork there. So wow, I didn't know it was 4 discs. Maybe I didn't read that in the description. Maybe I just said, here, take my money, whatever. I was wondering how 60 tracks or whatever it was going to be was going to fit on. Nope, it's 105 tracks. See, I don't know shit. 105 tracks on 4 discs. So that's about 25 songs per disc. Why did I think it was 60? Am I thinking of a different game? Man, I should have my head examined. It's been several years since we worked on this. I've had a lot going on, so I'm going to sit here and make excuses for the rest of the video about how I've got a new daughter and we just moved across the country and bought a house, and I'm remodeling my basement. I don't know what my name is. I threw my back out. So this is really, really cool. I thought it was 2 discs. It's 4. And here are all the tracks. Loaded up here. Lots of cool stuff. So here we've got outtakes and bonus tracks. And here's one called Burning Souls, Jerry's Mishap, Jerry's Early Heretic theme. We've got the chiptune version of the main theme. I think I did that. Maybe Jerry did one too. I know I did one, but I don't know if it got used or whatever, so I'll have to put this in and listen to it. And All That Glitters Is Gold version 2. That was a track I did. I did the majority of the Hell tracks. A lot of the heavy metal and death metal stuff was my problem. Seeing what they did use. Ezekiel is labeled as an outtake. Sludge of Death is an outtake. End of Time, that was the epilogue. I thought they were going to cut End of Time, but that was one of my favorite songs that I did. So yeah, lots of really cool stuff here. I'm excited to see it's all 105 songs. I don't think I knew that. So that's my bad. For the most part, there's no surprises anymore. Nothing's sacred. There's no surprises. Everybody has a platform. Everyone has a video camera like this. So the people I grew up with, or not grew up with, but listening to, like, I don't know, for example, like a Metallica or a Pantera. Now you just see them on YouTube. You see them on social media. So you see into their lives, and there's no surprises. So I was happy to be surprised by this. I'm really impressed. Thanks to everyone at Buckshot, everyone at Limited Run, and everybody who's supporting the game. I'll put some links in the description for our Discord and links to buy the game. So thanks again, and if you have any questions, comments, be sure to leave them. Later.